Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chubbs Reviews, where I bring you review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today we're talking about Spider-Man, not Tom Holland, not Andrew Garfield, the classic original Spider-Man. Shout out to my cat. Let me know down below what your guys' like most memorable Spider-Man moment is. What's the first Spider-Man movie you saw? What's the first moment that really clicked? Anything Spider-Man, let me know down below. I'm gonna be reviewing the trilogy pretty much like all in a row in the next few days, or in the coming week. And today we're starting off with the classic. I feel like I might use the word classic too much, but no. I think I just review a lot of classic shit like Blade. I don't know what else I call a classic, but X-Men. That's a classic superhero movie as well, and like the first X-Men and shit. This movie, the Spider-Man, the first one. We all know the story. I'm gonna spoil the movie because it's very old. We should all know it by now. Peter Parker, just some nerdy kid at a school, goes to some science fair, gets bitten by a radioactive spider, starts realizing he has powers, climbs up walls, has a sticky web come from him, has heightened senses, spidey senses anyway. Uh, and yeah, then he ends up using that power to get some money for himself, and one thing leads to another. He makes the wrong decision and letting a guy go with money to get revenge for himself in like this convoluted way, in a sense. Not really convoluted, actually. I'm just talking about it convolutedly. Basically, he does the wrong thing, and it causes, as we know, Uncle Ben to die. And every Spider-Man needs like an Uncle Ben to be there for him for a while and raise him while his parents are gone, and then kind of die and kind of be the motivation to what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. Um, the last thing Uncle Ben ever tried to tell Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. So there's that, and their last conversation was a argument. So it was very hard to rewatch that. It wasn't hard, but it was very emotional. I mean, obviously Uncle Ben's dying, so it's hard to really get sad about that shit. But it is sad, and and yeah, that's where some of the comic booky stuff comes in. You also got Mary Jane, of course, the romance going on there. Uh, and the villain, William Defoe playing Goblin, is probably the best villain of the three movies, if I remember correctly. And I think I stand by that because, like, just seeing his side of the things, you see Green Goblin's point of view, or Harry's father. Green Goblin is also, like, the father of Peter Parker's best friend's father. Yeah, he's Harry's father, and what's his name? Osborn. I can't think of the Green Goblin's name. It's something Osborn. I know Harry Osborn is his son, and that's Peter Parker's best friend. And Green Goblin is the main villain. And you see his point of view of what kind of makes him go crazy. I mean, he kind of is. He's a science guy, or he's got science shit going on for weapons, for the military, and kind of gets some stuff in himself to kind of make him go crazy. But that, along with like his company kind of just pulling him out and like kicking him out. It's called Oscorp, after Osborn, and his company like basically kicks him out, just like they did with Jared from Subway, or no, not Jared from Subway, just like they did with Papa John from Papa John's. They got that man out even though it's named him after him. So it just there's a little bit of motivation there, and also William Defoe puts on a fantastic performance as the Goblin. He's got a cool ass laugh in this. I don't know why this laugh isn't like legendary. It's not a Joker laugh. It's its own laugh. It's almost like a penguin laugh from Batman, but it's just really cool. It's a Green Goblin laugh, and he's just a perfect villain for Spider-Man, especially his first villain, making him choose between the love of his life, Mary Jane at the end, and these weak and helpless people. That's where the comic booky stuff comes in. Shit like that is choose between these things, and then Mary Jane can like grab shit while she's falling and has like superhuman upper body strength. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. I was trying to think of more flaws about this movie, but like it's been like a few days since I rewatched it, and I've forgotten any flaws I had. Besides, like I said, some comic booky stuff. Some of the lines are corny. Very romantic movie. Kinda on and off again. He's constantly wants to be with Mary Jane, but he doesn't have enough chances, and uh, it's hard to say if this movie is a 10 or a 9 to me. I think I like Spider-Man 2 more, so I want to hold off on giving this a 10, but it's definitely a classic. It's what made every kid love superhero and Spider-Man growing up. It came out in 2002. It is just amazing. It's a must watch. And that's why I just want to know what you guys think about it. I think it's a classic story. Like I said, every Spider-Man needs an Uncle Ben, and every Spider-Man has a Mary Jane, and it's just I think Tobey Maguire is the ultimate Spider-Man. He has the perfect movies just made about him. I've watched Tom Holland's movies, The Amazing Spider-Man. No one says those are good, so there's no point in watching them really. But Tom Holland's movies, people say those are good, and they are, but they're not. I'm not getting no emotional pull off of his movies like I am with Uncle Ben dying, with Peter Parker making terrible decisions in the beginning, and that turning him into making wanted to make up and Beast and Uncle Ben's death didn't die for nothing. It changed who Peter Parker was and made him become Spider Man. And I don't know. It was just really great. So I don't know what the final verdict is. 8.5 or not 8.5, 9.5 or 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I think I am gonna like Spider-Man 2 more. Stay tuned for that review, probably on Friday. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next video. Peace out.